Hello again. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. This is Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I'm coming to you with a hell of a message today, to be honest. Keep in mind, this is energy. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Like, share, subscribe. You see me, look, I usually do this before. The energy that I'm picking up on right now is no. No, 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 no. Oh, honey, no. No. Whatever you thinking, no. No. And also heard I have siblings, and I have a younger sister who I hear her voice is clear as day in my head. Whenever she feels disrespected or feel like somebody crossed the line with her, her bluntness comes out and she'll say, "You got me fucked up." I hear that loud and clear. Okay, in my vision. Okay, so somebody is a huge insult to your intelligence, cross the boundary, cross the line in some mysterious way or another. So these are my cards I pulled out. You got the Death card, and what clarifies that is the Page of Pentacles. Now, if you look at this Death card, this is somebody who turned on you, or maybe you triggered them and it put them into you triggered their demons, okay? And those demons, they reign heavy in this person, okay? And this person is heavily influenced by these demons, of course, but what they're moving this person, moving her. I hear a her. They're moving her or the person to think she can change you or get you to do things that are unnatural or out of character to you. But another thing I'm really feeling is this person is more like intimidated, jealous, obsessed, in love. They like you, but they contradict what you stand for. But they want to be with you. So they're like, I'm getting in by any means necessary. So that Death card is Pluto energy, death and transformation, alchemist energy. But this person is not as natural of an alchemist as you, clearly, but they're doing a lot. So you got connect with your womb, create art, excuse me, karmic relationships, all paths lead to home, collaborate, learn, crown chakra, sister with rose, sisterhood of the rose, I'm sorry. You're already doing it. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. This is you. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. This is somebody playing with magic. I don't know if they ever did this before, but they're definitely driven to do it now. Sex magic is a big thing for this person. Connect with your womb has a dual message. This is somebody who masturbates or play with tantric sex or sex with other people or hook up with other people, but with the true intention to get ahead of you, get on top of you for what they want from you. Ooh, child. Page of Pentacles is embarking on a new journey. Okay? And that's pentacles. That's tangible. Okay? This person is all the way turned out about you. Karmic relationships represent moving closer through conflict. That's what this person is trying to do. Creating art. So let me show you what this card looked like. It looked like they're drawing the image of a person. Okay? This is somebody who plays, I don't know if it's moon magic, but they do something where they draw images of you in manifestation of wanting to be more like you. All paths lead to home. Turn your gaze within. This is God telling you to be mindful of this person. This person has entities inside of them. That's who this person turns to when they feel out of control or when they want something that's specific. Collaborate. Business can be lonely. Find lucrative ways to collaborate with others to build both of your brands. This is somebody who's trying to come off as a benefit to you, but is really trying to benefit themselves. Learn. Work with a mentor to implement the right strategies to get business results you want. Be open-minded and enthusiastic to learn. So, bluntly put, this person is going to somebody and learning things to get on top of you. They could be responsible for inconveniencing you if any way, if there's anything stagnant going on in your life. So what you're being, and the Most High is in this reading too, you're being called to beef up your prayers. You're being called to turn your gaze within also, to listen. Every time this person thinks they got one up on you, your intuition is telling you to go pray harder. So you're blocking it, okay? Obviously, because you got the Sisterhood of Rose here, the teacher, and you also have, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. You're already on the right path. You don't need to do anything different from what you've already been doing, okay? And you're also, okay, so again, another thing a side note, all paths lead to home. You're being called to develop or switch up your spiritual practice. This is what somebody wants you to do. They want you to come off of what you say you've been believing or what you stand for to try different things. They're trying to get in they have to learn it to make it believable, to teach it to you, to influence you. Okay? Get in the habit of turning your gaze within. This person wants you to rely on things you've never relied on in life to get ahead. But this is what this person is doing to you. This feels like a fatal attraction. This is somebody who's really in love with you, and they're trying to move closer to you. Okay? Karmic relationships. See how spaced out they are? They on two planes. They couldn't be more different from each other. Okay? God is telling you to listen to your intuition. Okay? Something about the crown chakra. The crown chakra represents intuitive rushes of creative wisdom channeling through you, lighting up, it lights up your body, your nervous system. It's called a download. So when you think about it, it's your lifestyle is religious, even if you are spiritual. And honestly, I think this person received an intuitive hit or a warning from the Most High, which would be your master, which should be both of y'all master, but it's really your master. Her love life is influenced by her religious upbringings and spiritual path. So this person is trying to infiltrate your space to make you want them or to get in and take something from you. So that's the entity moving through them, using that person to first connect with your crown chakra, to interrupt your intuitive hits, to block you off from your spiritual practice, then connect with your womb. This person's gay. And I don't mean to say it like I have a problem with same-sex oriented people, but when you see to connect with the womb card and create art, connecting with your womb is creativity, but with the surrounding cards around it is somebody who wants to turn you out. And gens infiltrate your private parts, okay, when there's a same-sex orientation, especially in this case. So it's no disrespect to people who choose to be same-sex oriented, but this demon, there's a sex demon on this person, and that's what's moving through this person, and this person is trying to, this demon is working this person to get to you, okay? Your crown chakra is the one that's open, so you're receiving the download. You're picking up on this, and I don't know if you're in denial or just have too much empathy, but you feel it in your body and in your crown chakra. You're being called to really run away from this person. Stay away from this person. Okay? Whatever ties you have with this person, liquidate it and keep it moving. Okay? And you got to look at and it's like this, how do you connect with your crown chakra to know if God is trying to tell you something? Figure out what's happening or what brings you to these channeling states, and keep yourself there as much as possible, even if it's through meditation, whether you taking a walk, singing, writing. The absent mind allows the genius of the divine. So those intuitive hits choose you, okay, and bring them into life. So when I see religious factors, everybody's religion is very different, and everybody's religion is not God-based. Some people really do worship the devil or some other entity or something different from you. So this person could have seen a lot growing up, or just influenced, seeing that their parents or surrounding people, they were inspired by demons or jinns, as they say, because that's what they are. So somebody's upbringing might have been very dark, very toxic, very demonic, and they don't know any different. So when they met you, you were like a breath of fresh air. Maybe, they might have fell in love with you based off of how different you are and how good they feel around you. Hence, their feelings are connected to their womb, which means they get wet when they're around you. They get excited about you. They actually do love you. It's just twisted as to how they think they should go about it, with respectfully speaking. So underneath the crown chakra card, you have leader of new beginnings and remover of obstacles. This person is definitely taking your religious practice and your master and your protection as obstacles, and they're doing a lot of dark stuff to change your path and make you, and so they can get closest to you, so they can actually be with you, because they really have a distorted image that you could be a true love and that this could be the ultimate like romance of a lifetime. And usually the leader of a new beginnings and remover obstacle, when you get this card, you're at the beginning of a new venture, that's going to bring you great joy, a lot of success. Really, you're very happy right now. Even if times are tough, because times is tough for everybody, right? With the inflation and everything that's going on in the world, you still found a way to have joy. So, I hate to say it like that, and I hate to trigger anybody. I don't mean any disrespect, but when you think about culturally, us as Indians or Africans, how joyous that we are, and how we got into slavery. Remember how our joy and our light would irritate the master's demons, and they tortured us and tried to break our spirits a lot. This is the vibe that's on this reading and these cards, okay? So you've been connecting with your spirit guides or with your master, however way it resonates, by removing any obstacles placed before you. One thing about this person is what they don't know about you is you're a severe prayer warrior. Okay, you do a lot of praying throughout the day. It doesn't matter where you're at or what you're doing. You make time to do your prayers. Okay, and in a whole, like you have a systematic way of keeping your life as smooth as possible, even when things get rough or if you run into a roadblock or something like that. Okay, but one thing about it is these roadblocks or any fluctuations of the mind, it doesn't define you. It doesn't alter you. It's something that you do that is deeper than what meets the eye, and other spiritual people or religious people would understand this better. It's the things that you do to calm your mind when you get flustered, or if you pick up on energy, and how you're able to remove obstacles is your virtue. Okay, to keep harmony, to keep success flowing to the best of your ability, and your awareness and being conscious. So what I'm getting from that is, by you being religious, your particular religion and your true love is your master. And that's what the obstacle is for the entity moving through this person. Do I think this person mean harm? I think that this person is room for improvement with this person. But they are like an intellect. They know right from wrong. So they are aware of what they do. They are aware that you are like protected, that there's an aura around you that can't be beat. They know that you're on a higher path. They know that you're on your north node. So they try to get in. They're trying to get in to the best of their ability. You might even see this person try to deter you or sabotage you from other loved ones, if possible. Anybody who comes around you, this person has a dark side. This person has jealousy and possessiveness. And it may be subtle at first, but if this person is aware that you have feelings for somebody, they will start performing negative entity or send negative energy to that other person. Think about it. If you had a vibe with somebody or other people, You notice that you don't vibe with those people anymore. And I'm not saying it's all just to put everything on this person, but just connect the dots of singling somebody out in possessiveness is how I heard it. So this is a person who, when you with people of your own kind, you seem stronger, you seem tougher. Even when you're in conflict or you have a falling out with somebody, every time you make up with these people or person, it puts this person in a dark space of depression. Now, one thing about you is you're very creative, you're nurturing, compassionate, motherly. A mother's devout, loyal, loving, everything consoling in the book. So the person sees a lot of good in you and see how they could benefit from you just as a person. But then that entity starts to take over and they start attacking your womb that born you. For some people, it could be your mother. Your mother could have Scorpio in their chart. Or it could be a mother figure, somebody who's mature enough to be a mother figure, or somebody who's close enough to you, like a loved one, a family member or a friend. And they do divination work with that crown chakra in the womb here. I see gens in your private parts. I see gens in that person's private parts. What does that mean? It means that gen drives them to have the hots for inappropriate, to have sexual encounters with people who are deemed inappropriate for that person. Take it how it resonates. So let me see, what else? The Page of Pentacles is it. They see you. The Page of Pentacles there, death, and now on the positive side of death and transformation is also darkness to light, the death card. So that person, you could be moving out of your shadow side or out of a dark phase and into a more lighter phase, like you found yourself or you found your calling, or you're facing your north node. It's obviously something real progressive and transforming. That's something that has transformed about you. Okay? And you're already doing it. And it's like God is here. It's like God versus the devil. Like, as you know, when you hear people talk about playing with magic or entities, it's bigger than us. What that means is we know this from religion, that the devil has been trying to buck up against God in a way where he turns people off the straight and narrow path through bad deeds. Okay, we all have bad deeds to some degree. But when the devil's busy is when your crown chakra is being interrupted. You lack common sense, so you don't think clearly, you're impulsive. So this Page of Pentacles represents you going to your higher north. You have creative endeavors, like you are connecting with your womb. Some of you need to speak to your mother. Some of you have not spoken to your mother in a while, and y'all have a conflicting relationship with her. Turn your gaze inward. It means listen to the Most High, and he speaks to you through your crown chakra. Call your mother, because your mother is something that your mother can tell you that will validate you, bring you peace. God is working through you by having you speak to your mother through conflict and tough times. You may have been connecting with different people, and it's a void that entity is blocking you or trying to block you from thinking straight. And somebody like your mother, she has something about her aura or her spirit, her wisdom, her knowledge, her innate wisdom is what I heard. Something that she's going to tell you is going to and it's with God's permission, that's going to move you through these karmic relationships. Why are you so loud? Try to be quiet, okay? Let mommy talk. Okay, hug the baby. Sorry. When I see collaborate, the soul growth, the karmic relationships card is about It's easy to separate when you're not bonding with somebody or vibing with somebody. And this teaches you to move closer through conflict. Now, this goes for the entity attached to that person who's trying to move closer through you through conflict because you pray to the Most High and that person is moved by darkness. Sorry. But this is also telling you to call your mother because it's a vulnerability about you that this jinn is wise enough to smell on you and see the disconnection between you and your mother. Or people putting things on you that's trying to separate you from your mother. Because when you're closer to your mother, you tend to be stronger naturally. That's everybody, right? But you in specific, who I'm talking to, you and your mother, you're invincible when you're vibing, when you're closest with your mother. And I feel like if you had a recent falling out with your mom, the people who have who moves through darkness and negativity, they've been trying to attach themselves to you ever since. In spite of your mother and her spirit and her aura. Be quiet. I've already told you that. So they're trying to take you down a crooked path. And there's somebody who's fatally attracted to you, who's drawing pictures of you or have a lot of pictures of you. They're obsessed over you. And the images I'm getting is they do masturbate to you. I don't mean to freak you out, but that's why it's calling for you to turn your gaze. Listen to your intuition. Turn your gaze within. Okay? Your crown chakra's open. You're not dreaming these kind of things or seeing these visions for no reason. You need to be mindful that the Most High is trying to connect with you and he's trying to tell you something. As you're facing your north node, new levels bring new devils. Okay? And even though you could, when you are a person in business or when you're networking with different people, it does call for collaboration and you can work with mentors and learn things, but be careful the influence who's trying to take over and trying to infiltrate your space and your spirit. Somebody's trying to attack your spirit, okay, so they can control you. It's like, I love this person, I like this person, but I don't have enough say-so over this person. That is not humane, first of all, to even think like that towards anybody, whether it's a man to a woman to a man, a woman to a younger person, a man to a younger person, even a parent to their children. That is not humane. That is an entity attached to you. That's not, we as human beings don't act like that. We have to be taught that. Okay? And it could stem from your early childhood with this Page of Pentacles here. But as you're facing your true north node, you're being called to break a lot of generational curses, and you will end up breaking a lot of generational curses. So be careful when you're picking up things or you're imitating things that you saw growing up or perpetuating some of those cycles and you're trying to break away from it. You take the good from it, but make sure you leave the toxic stuff that you learned in the past. And that's you facing your north node is going to inspire you to do that. Now, another thing I noticed about the creating the art card, create art. Some of you are writing books. Some of you are artists. Some of you are photographers. Some of you are making a living out of the things that are your natural calling, that are a natural talent for you. And a part of going into your intuition, you're being encouraged to change out of the iRobot mentality, as they say, and stop doing what's going to help you survive and change your mind about that. Transmute that energy. Transmute the energy. Or transform yourself into somebody who can earn a living off of the things that are naturally a natural gift for you. With the collaborate and the learn card, get with a mentor to learn the right strategies to bring your artistry to a broader platform. Collaborate. Some of you need to reconnect with a mother figure. If it's not your natural mother, it's somebody who is a mother, or just somebody who's mature enough, who you might have had a falling out with, but they have a business savvy that can help you go far if y'all start working together. You are a teacher, or you as a teacher, as a priestess or a mystic, You facing your north node is going to draw that person closer to you. You're going to start moving closer through the conflict, the way, like, your differences, which is really what that means. Move closer through your differences. You're going to start to collaborate. Some of you, it's your siblings. You might have had a falling out with your sister or somebody you hadn't spoke to in a very long time. And through all your healing and your spiritual transformation with the death card here, you're ready to go down a new path. You're ready to start fresh with your relatives, because this particular person is business savvy, just like you. And y'all were a lot stronger when y'all were together. And those entities start moving through and separated y'all. And y'all haven't been right ever since. In some way, maybe in a different context from one another, but y'all are yearning for it. Y'all miss each other. It's time to go back together. Okay? Especially if it's your sibling. I feel like for some of y'all, this is a big sister to a younger sister. It's like the big sister went on a spiritual transformation and the baby sister went down a different path. But the big sister went down a new path as well, just in a different context. So one of y'all created your life for the better, while the other one they created a life for themselves and they managed to survive, but it's not their authenticity. Like you being there made a world of difference for this person. It could be a mother and a sibling that you need to make peace with, and they want to make peace with you too. But you're strong, okay? You can help them through that generational curse that's on all of y'all that you've been rescued from. Because when God gives you great responsibility, He also helps you. He wants you to invite others to it. Now, granted, you can't shove the knowledge that you learned down anybody's throat, but you can be the right influence and the right example. So it don't pay for you to be afraid that y'all going to continue to fight or have differences. You have to trust the Most High, because He's definitely in here. He's talking to you. Okay? True love. True love is that friendship with the Most High. And He helps you with those new beginnings. Especially the Page of Pentacles is embarking on a new journey. It's going down a new path. Okay? And He's the remover of obstacles. So everything you learned, you're meant to go back and teach it to your family. I feel that very strongly. And you will stop connecting. It's like you're meant to disassociate yourself with the farce friends that you've been playing with, and so are they. That's real. And so are they. It's not all. It doesn't resonate as family for everybody. These could be your childhood best friends that you look at like family, or if you were in foster care or something, you have siblings like that. Same difference. Okay? Somebody could have made it big and it disconnected everybody because they grew jealous or insecure that they would be left behind. So they sabotaged your relationship. Or you, who grew bigger, and since you've grown bigger, you went on a spiritual journey, and those were some of your trials moving forward. And now that you're a different person or a better person or in a more healed space, you can go back and mend those friendships that you might have screwed up. Either way. Tell me about collaborate. Some of your relatives could be sick. They could have passed over, or you're called to connect with them because, that sun card almost flipped over. It does have a lot to do with relatives. Okay? And some of your relatives could potentially pass over real soon, and you're called to make peace with them before then. Collaborate. Let me see. Look, I shuffled better this way. The Magician. Your creativity and your artistry. Like I said, it's a dual meaning with that too. The Magician in reverse is trickery in a negative sense. But you embody all the tools to move business forward by yourself and collaborate. That's why you're about to be in high demand. Like you're called to collaborate with people you don't see eye to eye with, or somebody's doing that trickery, that dark shit that I just got finished talking about on you, and they're trying to mess up you and your growth and your business. With the Page of Pentacles, that's business too. Okay? With the Page of Pentacles, that's working with people. That's being so focused on what you're doing that you forget to collaborate with your friends. You forget to stop and talk to your family and check on your family and stuff. The Magician, people may look at you like you're the one because you're spiritually talented or gifted in some way with create the art card right here. People may think you painted you with the Magician card. How do I want to say it? They feel like you did something to create an illusion for people to see you in a certain light, when in actuality they're the ones that's doing it. When in actuality you are magic. You already embody the talent. You're the cat's meow. You're the gift. You're the gift. You're the gift. And you're the gift to your family. Sometimes our parents can be karmic. Sometimes our siblings can be karmic, but you're the gift to them. And you always treated them like they were the gift to you, but they didn't appreciate it when they had you, when y'all were a lot closer. And they realized that. They want to move closer. They want to get right. And you are the one who's always been strong in that area, and you can show them the way. You can help them. Like a mentor. What's to learn? Six of Swords. Your words, you can move them away from what's tumultuous. Six of Swords is moving away from what's drama and into calmer waters. So, like I said, work with a mentor to implement the right strategies to get business results you want. Communication is key. Swords is also communication. Swords is also mental. All they need to hear you say is, I still love you. We're still family. You know. Or likewise, you got somebody who's greedy, who think they're entitled to every fucking thing and just manipulating the situation. And all they need you to say is to turn around and miraculously say with the Magician card is, we belong together. That could be a woman to a woman, a man to a man, or a man to a woman, or vice versa. And that's a hard no, because they've been working behind the scenes to do some really cruel shit to you. And by you turning your gaze in and following your intuition, the Most High got your crown chakra open, and he's protecting your womb from covert pervert motherfuckers, as I'm hearing it. I'm saying it as I hear it. And they hoping that y'all can move closer through y'all differences. Meaning one could be straight and one could be same sex, for example. And they're hoping that they can get to calmer waters with you with what they've been doing behind the scenes. But in actuality, you're being called to move away from them with the Six of Swords. That's traveling and moving away from what's not sitting right in your spirit. And the example I get from that is when you're about to get sick, first you get tired. So you're already starting to feel drained. Then you're starting to feel unsettled. Like if you try to drink something, you don't have a big appetite when you're sick. But if you're trying to like drink some fluids or something like that just to feed your body and it's unsettled, you know that feeling in your stomach where usually it would digest in like 10 to 15 minutes, but it's just sitting on your stomach waiting to come back up. That's the feeling that I'm getting. That's the feeling that your body, that's called somatic psychic senses, where you feel intuitive hits or you feel things that are happening around you in your body. It shows up through your body going through changes, something like that. So karmic relationships. You know, one thing about it, this person underestimated you, and to be honest, you overestimated them. Like you saw good in them, but you don't know that they have a dark side. You don't know what they're working through behind the scenes. Okay? And you saw too much good in them. That's on the bottom. Okay? You only see the good in them. Now you're being made aware of what they're doing because they was already told to stop and they didn't stop. Karmic relationships. Ace of Cups. Now some of you, this could be, Cups is emotional. This is the opportunity of emotional fulfillment. So this could be a mom. It could be people you love the most. People that you had to separate from to get to where you're at. And this is right on top of the karmic relationships card. That's moving closer through conflict. It's taking the Most High. It's taking the Most High to step in to help you. Right? Right. What else? All paths lead to home. Give me one on all paths lead to home. The Fool. The Fool is a fresh start. The Fool is going down a different journey, is embarking on a different journey. The Fool is Aries energy. Not that signs matter, but it's the energy. Okay, the Fool is a fresh start. All right, let me lay some more cards down because it's shaping up to mean something all together, not like individually. Maybe it's calling for you to have a better relationship with the Most High. You could have been experiencing tough times and you're called to follow your intuition. Connect with the womb, the Hermit card. That's innate wisdom. Connecting with the womb. That's health conscious. That's Virgo energy. Motherly, nurturing, compassionate, empathy. That's also somebody working in, like they have retreated. You don't know what they're doing and while they're in retreats. Somebody retreats and starts connecting with their womb to manifest stuff. The Magician is Virgo energy too. Create art, the Emperor. So the Emperor is taking accountability, is masculine energy, is taking action, is professionalism. It could be somebody high in rank in the military. It could be someone who is a entrepreneur. And this is somebody who's taking creative accountability over their life. And with that's over the create art card, that's you creating your life the way you want it. That's you bringing your natural talent, whether you're an artist, a beautician, however way you express your art, you're meant to be, you're going to earn financial security doing it. And that's emotional fulfillment. That's an opportunity there with the Ace of Cups. And with the Magician, you already embody the business savvy to do it, and people are going to want to collaborate with you. And it's going to move you away from tougher times into calmer waters with the Six of Swords there. And the Fool is embarking that energy, which is also Aries energy and also Scorpio energy. So you possess a lot of business savvy. You are very knowledgeable as to what you specialize in. And there's great things in store for you because you're already doing it. You're facing your North Node. You're doing what feels natural to you. So I'm proud of you. If no one else say they're proud of you, I'm proud of you. Okay. So what is one? All right, give me one on the Death card. Give me another one on the Death card. Eight of Cups. Give me one on the Page of Pentacles. Two of Swords. You're no longer confused. You're moving away from what doesn't serve you. You don't even talk yourself out of what is going to make what makes you feel good no more. I want to go with what makes sense. This is somebody who went with what makes sense. So making sense at a time of an inflation is working a 9 to 5, possibly a 10 to 6 to survive. No, I'm gonna take this opportunity to be creative, follow my passion, turn myself into a brand. Boom. No nonsense. One on the crown chakra. Five of Cups. That's somebody trying to push off negative energy on you that is in regret because they tried you. They tried to disrespect the hell out of you. Not today, Satan. What about the leader of new beginnings and obstacles of remover of obstacles? Eight of Pentacles. Okay. This is you. Eight of Pentacles is my hustler card. So you work on yourself and you're working on your brand. And you'll learn whatever it takes to keep yourself busy, to keep yourself focused, to keep healthy, keep a clear mind, keep good health. Sisterhood of Rose. What I tell you? The priestess, the mystic, the teacher. The Hierophant is a leader of community. It's somebody who's looked up to in the community. It's somebody who's well respected and is also can represent the Most High. You're a teacher. You go, girl or boy, whoever you are. You're already doing it. One more on what you're already doing it. Three of Pentacles. That's right. You've been working on yourself. This is mastering your craft. It also can represent collaboration. It's considering the collaborate card is here in my entrepreneur deck or my I use these cards for independence as well, but it's entrepreneurial. The Emperor is here. Three of Pentacles. You've been mastering your craft. You've been working on yourself. You don't need to overthink it. You want to make sure you're perfecting it right. You're not making any errors of judgment. The Ten of Swords. The worst of it is over. The most painful part of the whole process is over. Whenever there's a 10, there's an ace. So the Ten of Swords is like mental conflict, mental strain, ultimate betrayal, any ultimate betrayals, any ultimate disrespect, any mind fuckery, any negative self-talk or negative way of thinking, or anybody talking negative about you or to you, is over. That's the worst of it, is over. The Ace of Cups, emotional fulfillment. So if you was working someplace or trying to do business or trying to be friends, trying to be family with people, and they made you feel unworthy or less than with this karmic relationships card, guess what? All paths lead to home. Meaning turn your gaze within. Follow your intuition. Do what makes you feel good and not what makes sense. And that's the point you've reached. What people don't know while they were somewhere talking shit, now they in regret because your crown chakra is open and you're a super intellect. And the same things they cuss you out about, which would be your spiritual practice and your religious factors, which you could be a combination of both. And let me tell you something. Who said, show me where it say, because you practice psychotherapy using a deck of playing cards, meaning tarot cards or oracle cards, cards of positive affirmation. These cards can be used as a tool for psychotherapy. Guess what? Actual psychotherapists use these cards as a tool for psychotherapy. I'll give you an example. You ever see those weird ass paintings? If you ever went into a therapist's office and you see those paintings, then they tell you to look at the painting and see what sticks out to you. You know why they do that? It's to draw out, peel back the layers of what's causing you a rift or what's affecting you deeply. It peels back those layers. It peels back the layers to get to the root of what the problem is so we can know how to fix it. And you can ask 10 people to look at that same painting and they'll pull out something completely different. It's the same concept with a deck of playing cards, but there's such a negative connotation around it. And I'm not going to lie, there are dark people and light people. This doesn't speak to the people who use them in a dark fashion, but they use people, places, things in a dark fashion anyway. So using a deck of playing cards is irrelevant. That person's spirit is dark because they're dark, not the playing cards. Okay? There are people who use holy books as a satanic ritual, in a way of practicing magic and a satanic ritual against other people. Oh, boy. I'm dead serious. I've met some people like that. Needless to say, we haven't been friends. We wasn't friends much longer once I saw that they were capable of doing that. But it is real. Magic is very real. But what the Most High say about it is, you can practice it, but you won't see heaven if you choose to practice it. So stop putting everybody in a box. That's just like putting everybody who claim to be Christian, Muslim, or Jewish in the same box. Just because y'all all say y'all the same thing, it doesn't mean y'all all are about the same thing. It doesn't mean everybody's true to it. Needless to say, it doesn't apply to everybody in a negative way or in a positive way. Okay? So there's a lot of dual messages. Needless to say, with these cards that's being laid out, the Eight of Cups on the Death card, that's double Scorpio energy. That's somebody who's moving away from what does not emotionally serve them. And this is something you've been doing a very long time. And you go from the 8 to a 10. 10 of Swords is like mental strain. It's like, I'm glad that was fucking brutal. That was painful, but the worst of it is over. You done transmuted that energy because you never stopped working at, you never gave up. I hear a future. Where your ass was at. The reason I'm here today is because I never gave up. That's why the Emperor card is here for you. On top of that, create your art card. Fuck these people. Fuck them. Do what makes you feel good. Okay? And you're not talking yourself out of that shit no more with the Two of Swords. Just like, I had enough. I'm focused on me. I need a break. I can't be there for everybody if I'm not doing it for myself first. And it's not about being disrespectful or thinking you're above anybody. You have to nurture yourself. And you connect with your own creativity and see what the hell came out of it. People may call you naive, immature, because you're doing something that makes you feel good. Let them do it. Because give it 6 months. They're going to be following their passions just like you because you proved that it works and is better than what everybody's been doing. So, needless to say, whoever is playing against you, oh, they regret that shit. And honestly, it's crying over spilled milk. They have a lot of remorse because when you look at the traditional tarot deck, the Five of Cups has 2 cups behind them and 3 cups of spilled over. It means you traded off a healthy relationship for some fucking karmics, for somebody, you went against me for somebody who ain't worth 2 nickels rubbed together. And now you expect me to be stupid about it? You expect me to just love you no matter what? This definitely gives me family vibes. Because family the ones who pull you down quicker than strangers. As they say, blood is not always thicker than water. People take for granted because, oh, we blood. You could just play me like I'm some fucking asshole. You think you would just do all that fuck shit, that disloyal shit to me, and expect us to be cool? Now you want us to be cool through conflict. Now you want us to move closer through conflict. You're supposed to forgive me no matter what because I'm your sister. No, fuck you. Because you wasn't in prayer with me. So you was against me. And you don't pray for me. You pray against me. P-R-E-Y. Pray against me. While I P-R-A-Y. Pray for you. And it's no victim shit. It's true. You tried it with that magician card, that manipulative bullshit. You collaborated with people against your own blood. No. Or your own friendship, the one true friend you had. No. Even if it is your blood, whether or not your bloodline related, that was the one true friend you had. And you played her or him, taking how it resonates. That person got wise. And got up and left. My son's screaming in the background. Screaming. Because you expect somebody to tolerate that kind of foolery. And it created too much resistance to the point where it just popped. The rope popped. No, we can't be friends. You gotta apologize. It doesn't mean that the person that was forced to walk away, it's because of their religious factors. That their love for you or their life, you know, is influenced by religious upbringing and spirituality. So they forgive you. They might even pardon you, but they use discernment now. They don't play like that with you. I feel like at this point it's been some years. It's been a while for some people. I see the window of 10 to 15 years. That's a very long time. Y'all don't know nothing about each other no more. They just know you in one direction and they in another. And that's a self-love. That's the best love. Because it took for you to practice that self-love instead of being in regret that somebody would even do you like that. Somebody you love so much, or people you love so much would do that for you. Or do that to you. They were disloyal. You moved on. Now you're being called to come in full circle, like that infinity, like that 8, that infinity. It was a part of your spiritual evolution. So you learned a lot from that experience to the point where you went into hermit. It did force you into hermit mode. Okay, it did. But that innate wisdom, that intuition, that creativity, that accountability you take for yourself, that you refuse to take for other people's action, that try to create confusion for you, that try to send you down a crooked path because they saw what you was destined for even before you did. You didn't realize it, or just wasn't looking at them like that. Like, what do y'all have to do with my destiny? But they saw a lot of that in you, and they tried to go against you. So I'm here to tell all of those who went against those who are trying to do right, whether you're chosen or not, this doesn't discriminate against anybody or any sign. Okay? This person is well respected in their community, and they have a bright and promising future. They have a bright and promising now. They had a bright and promising past, so you wouldn't be trying to fuck it up. And the Most High is here. And he's not going to let you come here and fuck it up for them. Or if anybody who wants to go against me. Don't be naive to think some of your enemies don't watch your channel, if you have one, or watch your Instagram, or watch your Facebook, or try to connect with people that's close enough to you that could tell them anything about you. They trying to get to know you, but they're not trying to let themselves be seen. They do want to be a part of your life, but it's too late in that retrospect. Like, we could make peace about what went wrong or not, but it don't look like you're so far gone. For most of you, you may forgive and wish them well, but don't come back. Some of you are called to go back and make peace with those who matter, like your parents. There's a commandment that protects them. So I could see you going back to make peace with them, or at least trying to, and if it don't work, it don't work. You tried. Or siblings, they're your siblings. Or childhood friends, even children. Sometimes you fall out with your children, and parents want to make peace with their children before they get sick and die. Sometimes you leaving your parents behind because they made you feel bad or unworthy, and it takes them to an earlier grave. It causes them issues. Sometimes parents have heart attacks when their kids depart from them because they're forced to deal with themselves because the child is not there to be a punching bag for them no more. And that's very heavy to deal with. I don't want to trigger nobody saying that, but sometimes it's like that. Because there is an emperor here. There's a parental figure here. It could be a mother or a father. The emperors typically are masculine energy, so that could be a mom in her masculine energy, who's career oriented, who didn't show her kids enough love, and they moved away from her and did well for themselves, but now they realize, I want to make sure my parents are okay, and they did the best that they could with what they had. It's no confusion. It's a very stern decision. I want to please the Most High and do what's right, because that is something my parents did teach me, to do what's right. That's having a relationship with a higher power will teach you and inspire you to do what's right, because just as quick as you came up, you're a person who's humble, so you don't have to be. It goes without having to be explained to some people. They know what it's like not to have nothing. Now they know what it's like to be an inspiration to the community. But it has this way of feeling like a void that needs to be filled. It's like, all these people love me and look up to me and they respect me, but I don't have the right relationship with my parents or my siblings. I would like to fix it. It does take two to come forth to make peace. So if that's something you're praying for, I feel like you are going to start to move closer emotionally. You're going to fix a lot of emotional traumas, bruising, emotional disconnections, and start to move closer through conflict. You are connected with your womb, with the Emperor card here. That's a mother in her masculine energy. She is in hermit mode. Like, she is looking at herself like, what the fuck did I do? That is my baby. Did I really run my baby off or scare her off? or scare him off into not even wanting to talk to me. I must have been out of my mind when I did that. And now she's praying that y'all make peace. Because you don't know what's going on. If you went a while without seeing your parents, you don't know what's going on with them. And if God could make you famous and rich, he could repair your relationships with your parents, especially if that's a commandment, to honor them. Right? Makes sense, right? It's common sense. There's no confusion. There's not a whole lot with that. So all you can do is your best. That's what I have today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It could be why you've been like connecting with people who trigger something from your upbringings, maybe in a different context. It's like people who are possessive and attached to you in a way where there's an issue with the most important people with you that has to be healed. And now that you healed that, you're letting those people go. Like, I don't need you in my life. Like, you are karmic. Like, you got too much drama or too much shit, or you might be showing up with too much drama or too much shit. Okay? So this is a lesson. It's a lesson. It's an experience. You're meant to learn from it. It's meant to teach you where you need to heal. Is that being a guru is learning where you still need to grow. That would be somebody's guru. You know, something that they're good at. It's figuring out where they could be better. With the 3 of Pentacles here and the 8 of Pentacles, you damn sure ain't in no 5 of Cups, or you know how to stand up for yourself with the 8 of Cups. It took you a while, but you ain't in confusion with the 2 of Swords here. And the 6 of Swords. Like, you definitely are you're a no-nonsense person. Especially with the Emperor here. You know what you want to do with your life. And you're not letting nobody take it from you. You already doing it. Stop overthinking. With the 2 of Swords here, stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Okay? Okay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm stopping right there because I think y'all get the point. Okay? Until next time.